The overconsumption started with propaganda.
Everybody who's saying stop spending, stop overconsumption, we can't. This is America, sweetheart.
The thing about working for a grocery store is that you see overconsumption at its highest.
This is for all of y'all who say y'all hate overconsumption. Y'all can't stand when influencers show off all their things, just over-consuming, spending their money on frivolous things. I just want to say to y'all, and this is also somebody who, I actually hate overconsumption. Like, I'll go to my mama's house and throw shit out. All I want to say is, you, your mama, your grandma, your great-grandma, bet not have nary a collection of nothing. Not a collection of hats, not a collection of scarves, not a collection of kitchenware, fine china, silverware, cups, none of that. And if they do, you better be trying to help them clear it out, because that's overconsumption as well. I feel like y'all don't have a problem with overconsumption, because if little Abigail got on here and showed y'all all her American Girl dolls, showed you her collection of American Girl dolls, I don't think y'all be calling little Abigail over-consumer. I don't think y'all be bashing her. Shit, maybe y'all would, because y'all are... Anywho, all I'm saying is, y'all don't hate the overconsumption. You hate that you can't be the one to overconsume as well. You don't have the means and the funds to be able to do that. Whether or not you say, oh, I don't want to do that, you are upset that this person is using their money to get anything that they want multiple times over. So like I said, if you're going to come on here and say you hate overconsumption, you better just make sure in your circle, you letting that be known too.
Overconsumption has been the biggest downfall when it comes to Gen Zers and Americans as a whole. Some people overspending on items that really do not need to be spent on, like people trying to buy the latest and greatest clothing, to name brand, to even getting the newest and greatest iPhone, and just people just overspending on consumerism items that are sometimes excessive and not needed. But we're finna check out more videos related to this topic, so be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe, turn on post notifications so y'all know what I be posting again. Let's see what other people have to say about overconsumption.
Okay, I'm gonna tag the creator because she did such a good job of like showing her 2006 Gap jacket and showing what the quality looked like for a relatively low end or cheap or like just like a affordable jacket in 2006 versus like what kind of quality we get now. And I wanted to make a TikTok about this because I left the store the other day and I was shopping just looking for pieces, and generally I'm a size like 2 to 4-ish usually like just straight 2, but like, you know, fluctuation of size, right? When I went to this store, I could not fit anything in the 2s, could not fit anything in the 4s. The products were made so poorly that everything was hanging off of me like it was 2-3 sizes too big. I have not lost weight. My weight has been very, very, very consistent. I had to go down to 0s and 00s to find a fit that fits decently well. And then it was too tight in some areas and still lose in the other areas because it's made so poorly. And I've been seeing so much discourse online where it's like, oh, I go into the stores and all the clothes are made for people bigger than me. I can never find an actual extra small. Like, their vanity sizing is messing up the sizing for us. And then I see the same thing on the flip side, which is like when the people who are bigger are like saying like, oh, it's hard to find bigger sizes. It's hard to find sizes that are like representative of like a wide array of sizes because everything's made for people like mid-size. And I agree, except for the fact that on both sides, I don't think anything's made for people in the middle either. I think that everything is so poorly made, nobody can find their fits. Now, there is obviously extreme sizes on extreme small and extreme large that are actually just not like sold in stores, and like that is a whole nother issue. But I think that the main issue for like majority of Americans and a majority of people here is that we have lost consumers caring about the product that they put out on the market because they know consumerism is at an all-time high, so people will buy anything. And I think that, like, again, I'm going to tag the creator, but the way she framed it was they are annoyed that they have to get through you to get to your money. So it's kind of like, say, like, throw something out, be like, here, take it. Like, right? Because why do I go to stores and I see strings hanging off? Strings hanging off of the outfits on the at the store, and it is so just like flagrantly like in your face about how low they think of you and think of your money that they are willing to put everything out there. And I will say that the Soul store, like when I go to the mall, every single store. Doesn't matter. And like also you see that with Wisdom K. Like I forgot what brand it was that gave him a jacket and the button broke off twice. So it doesn't matter if you're spending $4,000, $3,000, $6,000, whatever. Like I will walk into really expensive, nice stores and I will be like, this product is quite literally trash. And people want to complain, Shein quality, Shein quality. Everything is Shein quality now. Like everything is Shein quality. Every store I walk into, except for maybe Aritzia. Aritzia is one of the sole places I can say, and maybe that's just my experience and where it is in my town, because I'm comparing it to like we don't have a lot of nice stores there. Aritzia is one of the sole places I can walk into and I'm like, I am going to spend a lot of money, which I cannot work on Aritzia very often. I've only gotten like I think 2 pieces from Aritzia because that's all I can afford. But like I can walk in and my Aritzia pieces will hold up. Like I got like the Skims dupe Aritzia thing. That dress is fitted. That dress is good quality. That dress keeps me warm. And then also like the website OGL Move, I've ordered 2 things from there and they've held up pretty well. And anything else, like my Uggs I got last year, horrible. I have Uggs from 8th grade. They are wonderful. I have Uggs from 8th grade. They broke yesterday. I've had them since 2014. They broke yesterday. Me and my mom wear those all winter long.
You know, you're starting to see nowadays a lot of people are noticing that the type of clothing that's being made are not made as well as material that was made years ago, where it'll cause them to spend more money on getting newer and greater things because the old stuff that they had that was maybe not even a year old, stringing out or just messing up to where it's causing people to spend more money on even just clothing items.
Honestly, the country really feeds off of us just hating ourselves. That's what consumerism really is. They put out a whole bunch of dumb shit and they convince you that you're not good enough and that you actually need this to make you feel whole. That's what they do. It's a whole bunch of shit that they're advertising every day on different apps for whatever, because they know that somebody's going to feel so bad about themselves to the point where they feel like they need these things, right? And it's gotten to the point where we've built a culture of people thinking you can't even wear your outfit twice. You can't even wear your wig for a month. Your own wig that you bought for $400, you can't wear that more than once. You ain't supposed to wear that more than twice. Shit, I'll be real. When I bought my wigs, I would wear them bitches down to the floor. Do you understand what I'm saying? It'll be 2 strands on that motherfucker before I get rid of it. God damn it. My thing is, with consumerism, it teaches people to be dissatisfied with themselves. And if you're dissatisfied with yourself, you'll never be satisfied with anything in the world. You're just going to keep spending money, keep spending money, keep spending money. When you're satisfied with yourself, all that other shit feel like an addition. You know what I'm saying? Being satisfied mean you full. I'm full. I don't need no more food. I could eat a little piece of that pie. You know what I'm saying? That'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? But I am satisfied. I'm good if I don't get it. But a lot of people are starving. They feel like they're starving. They got a whole bunch of food in their belly. They just don't realize the value of I guess, feeling that way. Feeling full. They don't understand when they feel full. They're one of those people who will eat and not know they're full. Like, they just keep eating, like Prater Willie. Brady Willis syndrome. The people who just can't stop goddamn eating, that's people who can't stop buying shit. Can't stop consuming because you're dissatisfied with yourself. You need all this shit to make you feel good about you. Why? They taught you that. They told you that you need these. You need a certain type of hairstyle. You need a certain type of outfit. You need a certain kind of body. You need a certain kind of mindset. You need a certain kind of voice. They told you need all of these different things to feel whole, when in reality, the only thing you needed to feel whole is you. That's it. Now, I do understand having a standard for yourself and setting a standard of things that you need. But for me, I'm being real. Me personally, my standard is the basic everyday necessities of life and a few, things that keep me happy. I don't need like too many things of anything because I'm truly satisfied. I am. But I'm not trying to diss anybody who wants to buy things or likes to buy things. That's not what I'm saying. It's just more like, that's what they bank on. They bank on you being dissatisfied with all the things that you have to the point where you feel like you can still just keep buying more.
I think that is a very good point. These companies, they always try to advertise to you that what you have is never good enough. And this is why sometimes, like how she said, people spending a lot of money on getting the latest wigs. People spending a lot of money on getting shoes and overspending on different items that in most cases, they really don't need.
If there is one thing that I do not understand, it is overconsumption. And this is a prime example that I saw on the internet. Why would anyone actually need 30 to 40 to 50 of the same exact cup? This right here probably cost this person, $2,000? Imagine what else you could buy for $2,000. I don't get this. And before anyone's like, it's not your business, I'm very aware of that. But on my platform, I try to talk about de-influencing. So I would never come on here and promote this and be like, this is the lifestyle that we should be trying to live. What is this? Yeah, they're pretty. Like half of them still have the wrapper on them. So are we just buying $40 to $50 cups just to look at them, just to be able to say, look at my collection of water bottles, pretty much? Another example I saw on Facebook, and when people asked her, like in a respectful way, why do you have that many Stanley cups? She said it's simply a collection. She likes to collect them. It's a thrill to find another one so that she can hang them up. Like, look, I think almost every one of these have a tag. They are brand new. Will she ever drink them? I can't fathom in this economy thinking that I need to spend thousands of dollars on a cup. Like, can someone explain this to me? Minus that people are just out of their mind and obsessed. You all are obsessed. Let's de-influence, shall we? I am convinced that in like 5 years, we are going to see Stanley cups at Goodwill, at thrift stores, at yard sales for like $5. Probably still with the new tag. So before you go and feel the need to buy your third, fourth, or fifth Stanley cup, ask yourself, is there something better that you could be spending that money on? Because I guarantee you there is.
There's always something you could be spending your money on. And just to see that people spend so much money on the Stanley Cups, I know that it got its rise from just how durable it is, how much it holds. But spending your money on $50 per cup, like, that would go a long way. I understand, these are really good cups and everything, but I think maybe just having one or two is pretty durable and can get you away.
There's no reason why you should have all these beautiful things, but you have no wealth, no stability. You have no retirement. You have no savings. Like, you shouldn't have less than a few $1,000s in your savings at any time. When you have, let's say, $10,000 saved, you walk around differently knowing that an emergency can come up and you can handle it without it being a financial pressure on you. The same way with a few thousand, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. Just having that saved in case of an emergency, it's priceless. That peace of mind is priceless, and it's very beautiful. And a lot of people don't have that because they are distracted. You're distracted by these products that have no value. I just want this video to reach the right person so it can wake you up. And yes, you can have nice things. I have nice things. I like nice things. They're pretty. I like pretty things. But there does come a time where you got to buckle down and just kind of like, okay, let me just lock in real quick, get my stability. Let me focus and make sure I allocate automatic transfers to my Roth IRA, to my brokerage account, to my high yield savings account. So I know it's there. And if something happens, I know it's there. When I wake up 20 years from now, oh, wow, I invested and saved all this money. I'm not worried about the future. It's all good.
Having a savings account and being able to have that savings for whenever an emergency happens, it's always good to kind of have in your back pocket. There might be times where you might be a little bit behind on rent, or maybe the car kind of broke down and you need some money to fix that. And when you're always living paycheck to paycheck and spending all your money on unnecessary items, you almost don't have that peace of mind to fall back on.
The thing about working for a grocery store is that you see overconsumption at its highest. It is so interesting to me as someone who writes an order for the store that I work at. I have always noticed that we sell more if there's more on the shelf. It doesn't matter if it gets down to the last box. No one wants to touch the last box. Don't know what it is, but people buy more. They are more willing to buy multiples of it if the shelf is filled. Weird psychological thing. I don't know what it is. If there's a psychologist who can speak to it in the comments, please let me know. But yeah, if I fill the shelf and if I keep everything fully stocked, people are more likely to spend more money even though they don't need 2 boxes of the same kind of tea, which is, I don't know what that's about, but I'm pretty sure it's connected to capitalism and just literally everything because America is the way that it is.
Call me a Grinch, call me a Scrooge, I don't care. I think Christmas is just like I love Christmas, don't get me wrong, but like filling your house with, I call it Christmas junk. Because like You guys know me. I like my house very simple, very plain, very zen. I literally took down the garland that was on my TV stand. I couldn't do it anymore. It just overstimulated me. Like, my sisters, they all probably think I'm such a Grinch. They think I'm such a Scrooge. But I like, nothing I can't stand is having little crap all over your house. And that's what this Christmas stuff is to me. You know, like, I love a Christmas tree. Don't get me wrong. Maybe if we had a bigger house, I would feel differently. But since my house is so small, and I just like putting bows in your kitchen, like, I personally, if you do that, good for you. I can't do that. I literally can't. I took down my garland off my TV stand and I feel like I can breathe. You know that feeling when you, okay, let me explain it. You know that feeling after Christmas is done and you put all the decorations and that empty feeling, like how your house feels so empty? I want that 24/7. I love that feeling. I love a very plain, clutter-free home.
I can understand that. Some people do want to have a more cleaner space when it comes to having Christmas decorations up. Me personally, you know, in my house, I like to have, you know, Christmas things up to kind of celebrate the occasion. But I know some people that kind of keep their decorations up for long after Christmas, which is kind of something that could be talked about, that we do a lot. But some people just want to keep their space clear.
I know this is not normal, but me and my fiance, we do not do Christmas gifts. We don't do anniversary gifts. We don't do Valentine's Day gifts. Do not do any of that. The only time of year that I give him something and then he gives me something is our birthdays, and they're 2 days apart. And even then, I send him a list of exactly what I want, because I want his money to be well spent on stuff that I know I really want and really need and just don't buy myself. Like last year, he got me the new face because I've been wanting the new face and I use it every single day. He also got me this Elwood set that was like $200. It's 100% cotton and I really, really wanted it. I've used it. Now it's been a year and I've used it. Oh my gosh, like my most washed items, because it was a 2-piece set and I absolutely love it. Will I buy it for myself? No. Was it an amazing gift? Of course. So when he spends his money on me, I want it to be well spent, and it's only once a year.
Everybody who's saying stop spending, stop overconsumption, we can't. This is America, sweetheart. America's economy is shopping. 70% almost of our whole growth in America comes from you shopping. Which means if everybody were to hop on the train of stopping overconsumption and stopping spending money, you're asking for a recession on the illest level. Instead, we would have to replace consumption with one of these other buckets. And this is what that looks like. Building factories, making equipment, software, houses, inventory. We can also increase government spending. And judging by what's going on right now, no the F we can't. Or we can just sell a lot more to other countries than we buy. I don't know about y'all, but it's easier to shop. So I want you to shop because I want everybody to still get paid. I think the real answer is just stop really shopping so much with these billion-dollar companies, because when they get our money, they keep it. It goes into Amazon, Target. They pay their C-suite millions of dollars. And those millions stay up there with the upper class because they invest that money. They don't consume. Shop small, shop local, and let the money stay with the middle class.
This is just a classic example of just how much Americans and just us people in America spend so much. And sometimes that overspending leads to the higher prices that go down. That's gonna be this video on the overconsumption, man. Y'all let me know what y'all's thoughts are down in the comment section. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so y'all know when I be posting again. And until next time, I'll see y'all in the next video.